If you could, Veiko, put on the screen the website of the organization that we run. It's called Global Aliyah. And I just want to bring a few things to your attention. This is an organization we started in 2014. It was directly connected to the war that started in Ukraine in 2014. And we suddenly saw an influx of the Ukrainian and Russian Jews to Israel. And because Israeli government had allowed the Russian and Ukrainian citizens a visa-free entry, they didn't foresee a very, very strange phenomenon. Now, what a usual Aliyah process is as follows. You, as a Jewish person or person with the Jewish roots, you come to the Jewish agency or the Israeli embassy and you say, I want to make Aliyah, I want to repatriate. I hate the word immigrate because you don't immigrate to Israel as a Jewish person, you repatriate, you come back to your homeland. And so what we saw was something very peculiar. I'll just continue in my thought that I started. You come to the embassy, you come to the Jewish agency, you have to prove your Jewishness. You have to bring the birth certificates, you have to bring the letter from the rabbi, and so on and so forth. Now, what happened in 2014 was that because there were people that were fleeing the war, they were literally forced to get out of Ukraine, and they got out of Russia on other reasons because they couldn't stand being in a country that would attack another country in such a way, and they realized that things are going to get worse in Russia. We realized and we saw that there were thousands of people coming as tourists that actually wanted to make Aliyah. And nobody cared for them. Nobody, because in Israel there is no agency that would take care of these people because they have not passed the consular check. The consular check is then that your documents are checked and proven as authentic, and that you are then allowed to make Aliyah, you get the Aliyah visa. So because of the war, they couldn't wait in the line to go through the consular check. They just came here. I mean, I know there are organizations that have been talking to the Jewish people in Ukraine, in Russia, for years and years. Come to Israel, make Aliyah, come to Israel. And they didn't want to come. But when a bomb explodes in your backyard, you pack quickly. And you realize, I have to come, or I'm dead. So people came here in their home shoes with the plastic bags. That was the only thing that they had, and a few documents in their plastic bags. And then they realized that since they didn't come through the traditional channels, nobody was there to help them. Now, this is the reason why we started the organization in 2014, because we saw that we need to help them. Now, situation has changed. It's a different different time, I would say it like this, but the problem is still there. And the problem is that, let me put it like this, often people don't have enough documents to prove their Jewishness, to prove their right to come to Israel. And since 2018, Israeli government has started to demand DNA tests in cases where they cannot prove that there is a connection between the Jewish person in the family and the one who wants to make Aliyah. I'll give you an example. Somebody who was born out of wedlock, somebody who never got married, but they know that this is the son, and so on and so forth. Or even more complicated case, somebody who destroyed the documents to stay alive as a Jew, and now they want to make Aliyah, and they have to prove somehow that they actually are Jewish or have the Jewish roots, proving their right to come to Israel. And I mean, I know it sounds complicated, but this person comes to the consul and says, I want to make Aliyah. This is my father, he's a Jew, and I'm his son, and I want to make Aliyah. I want to go to the program that would allow me to study in Israel. And the consul looks at them and says to the father, I know who you are, and says to the son, I don't know who you are, because there is no documentary proof that you are related, and there is no proof that he is your son. It's very humiliating. It's horrible, but that's the truth that many people have to face. I mean, think of, let's say, a wave of Aliyah that would come from the United States of America. There are so many mixed marriages. There are so many people that live together. They have children, and they're not married. Does the parents' sins have to forbid the children to have their rights? No, I think the children have the right. If they are born from a Jewish father, born from a Jewish mother, they have the right, or they have a Jewish grandparent, according to Israeli law, they have the right for the citizenship. So, to make the long story short, Global Aliyah is helping in these cases. And I have to tell you something. I've been trying to lobby the Israeli government. I've been trying to talk to several Knesset members to get the Israeli government to at least pay back the fees for the DNA tests in cases where people proved that they had the right to make Aliyah, and I haven't succeeded. Maybe I should make more efforts. Maybe I need more prayers. But the only people who cares for those people and their right to make Aliyah are Christians. And we really need to help. There are hundreds of people. If they have money, they don't need our help. But if you are fleeing a war, if you have to get away out of your country or escape Russia in cases of Russia, because otherwise they would send you as a cannon fodder to the war, and they know that they cannot get out of it. I mean, somebody needs to help them. So Global Aliyah, you can see it's, you can Google it, you can find it. We have many stories of success of helping these people to make Aliyah. And I tell you, as we are waiting for the bigger wave of Aliyah, for example, from the United States or from other countries, we will have the traditional channels work to help these people that can easily prove their Jewishness, get here, come here, and start the absorption process. But there will always be those who will are somehow falling between the chairs, and there's nobody there picking them up. I remember talking to the former chairman of the Jewish agency, and I shared to him the whole problem, and I said, look, there are thousands of people who are eligible to make Aliyah, and they cannot prove their Jewishness, and nobody's helping them, and often they are forced to come to Israel before the bureaucratic process is done. And you know what he said to me? He says, I'm happy that this is not our mandate. Because the Jewish agency's mandate starts from the moment that these people have passed the consular check. Our mandate to help these people starts from the moment that they have proven that they have the right to live in the land. So as long as they are not proving that they have the right to live in the land, nobody helps them. And so this is where we need your help. And I just want to say that I would ask for your prayers. I would ask you to look into this website, our stories. We've been working now for 11 years. Jerusalem Prayer Breakfast has taken most of my attention, and I don't want this to be an orphan. I want this work to succeed as well, as we need to help those people who need to make Aliyah.